So Ryan, the next thing we want to do is make sure that the feeder lines are stabilized in the container. So for that, we're going to use these stakes and clamp it onto the hose of the feeder tube.
Okay.
Nice and gentle, and we're just going to drop it into the container like this. We want to conceal the feeder tubes into the planter as best as we can.
Now when the water comes out of here, is it going to be like a drip?
It's going to be a nice consistent drip. Ryan, we've got the main components of the irrigation system all set up. Now we're just going to clean up our mess and make sure that we hide these tubes as best as possible. I brought these copper straps to hold the hose in place along the deck.
Now why did you pick copper?
Well, these are readily available at any hardware store, so they're easy to get, they're inexpensive, and the copper holds up well in the weather.
We grab the hammer and a bunch of copper straps and head to the other side of the deck. Sean isn't kidding. It's a big mess back here.
So I'd like to take the copper straps and secure this in place so it stays in place for a long time and it looks a little bit nicer as well. We did luck out because this hose is the same color of our deck. Now there's also black, green, and other colors available. It just depends on how hard you want to look for them.
We get to work tapping the copper straps into the wood deck, putting plenty of them in along the underside of the railing. Once the hose is secure, we carefully cut the plastic ties with a knife. I've got to say, it's looking a lot less hectic back here.
We've got the irrigation line nice and secure. Let's turn it on and get these plants watered.
I hope I didn't poke any extra holes in it.
We're going to find out soon enough.
We wait in anticipation for our watering timer to go off. Once it does, we quickly check each feeder tube, and it's a success. Each tube has a steady drip of water, and more importantly, I didn't accidentally poke any holes into the hose. This project was a bit tricky for this newbie gardener, so I'll boost it up to the intermediate category. But it only took us a couple hours and about $60 in materials to create our very own irrigation system. This could be a great project for a vegetable garden or even an entire flower bed. So if you've got a green thumb, this might be the DIY for you.
And you get the return on investment because you're conserving water and making your plants live longer and look better.